All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the fabulously talented Birgitta, also known as Queen Bee, and Sven Ole-Thorsen. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm
Very
actually
good.
I'm called the last Viking, please.
Okay. We've got Queen Bee and Viking on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Before we get started, even though you've already spoken to him, let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Welcome to our show.
Hello, Ron.
Have a lot of fun talking about a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, did you ever see the movie The Ghost and Mrs. Muir with oh God, what was her name? The beautiful brunette. And see, I'm old. And the English actor Rex Harrison. Did you ever see when Rex Harrison played the ghost? Did you ever see that movie? You look like Rex Harrison when he played the ghost in The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, and that's definitely a compliment. Big compliment.
What are you saying, that we're pale?
What?
Are you saying that we are pale?
No.
No. He looks like the actor, not necessarily the actor in that part.
He is an actor.
But he looks like the actor who I just said that I forgot his name.
Rex Harrison.
Rex Harrison.
So first we want you guys to say hi to the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Welcome to both of you. Hello from Florida.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? Nice to hear you.
Doing well. You guys look great.
And then we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in the chat room. Hope
and tell us where are you guys calling us from?
We're calling here from Costa Blanca, in a little city called Muro del Alcoy. It's south of Valencia, north of Alicante.
Nice.
It's in the mountains. We're up there 750 meters above the ocean.
And what country is it?
This is Spain.
There you go. That's what I wanted to get, because I wouldn't have known that from all that stuff you said.
Viva España.
Very sophisticated or traveled.
Yeah. Then we have everybody in the chat room too is saying hello, Queen Bee and Viking, and they're also saying, because all of them are people that you guys interact with on Twitter, and they're all saying thank you so much for being so kind and fun on Twitter. So just to let you know that, because everybody loves you.
Love them all.
Yeah, actually, Iris is in the chat room, and Czar Drew is in the chat room. I know you guys tweet with them a lot. They're really cool, and we want to welcome you guys to the show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sure will. Now, Birgitta, I have to remember when and where and how I know you. And I hope you're the Birgitta I'm thinking you are, because there aren't too many Birgittas around.
I think you're probably thinking about Brigitte Bardot, but I'm not her, though.
No, not Brigitte Bardot. I don't know Brigitte Bardot.
She's an ex-Scandinavian runway model. She's an author, a casting director, a talent manager, a producer, a chef. She does all kinds of things, and they have a production company. They make films, and he's been in more films. I tried to write it down, like a bunch of stuff, but there's so much you can't even write it down.
Now I know how I know you. I know you through Jimmy, through Facebook, through all of this. The Birgitta that I know was married to Sylvester Stallone.
There you go. Yeah, very good friend of ours. Yes.
You know her also?
Yes.
What is she doing? I haven't seen her. We used to hang out on Long Island because she and Sly had a little cottage out on Long Island. And the parties we used to have there, holy Christ. She had legs that went from here to across the street. I never saw a woman with such legs. I mean, the legs came out of her boobs.
I have a picture of working with her in Italy some years ago on a picture called Red Sonja.
Absolutely. Big film.
Yeah,
and you work with
she's something else. She's the coolest person.
Gorgeous, 6'5" or something, and built like a brick shit house.
Gorgeous. What I want to do real quick, so everybody, I want to
Hang on, I didn't finish. Wait, your wife, who I thought was Birgitta. So what a compliment to pay her. Another beauty. Your wife is gorgeous, and so is Birgitta. Two of these Swedish broads. The one that I love the most is Anita Ekberg. I thought Anita Ekberg was the most gorgeous woman in that face, that nose, and those boobs. The movie, do you remember the movie that Fellini did? It was 3 movies. Not La Dolce Vita. No, the other one, Boccaccio 70. There was a big billboard of Anita Ekberg, gigantic billboard, laying on her side with her breasts hanging out of her gown. And Anita Ekberg sees it, and she decides to roll down the hill in front of her billboard. And what do they play in Italian? Bevi più latte, latte fa bene, latte fa perdere, la libertà. And what it means is drink more milk, you'll become liberal, you'll loosen up. And there's Anita rolling down the hill with her boobs ready to fall out of her gown. I thought it was hilarious of Fellini, but Fellini did that kind of stuff. Did you ever know Fellini or work for Fellini?
No, unfortunately not.
No, me too. I wish I could have. That's too really, you know.
Hang on though, because I want to do some bragging first. So anybody who's tuning in case they don't know you by your face, because a lot of times you show your face in the movies and then you get killed after you do some real big damage and stuff. So I want to kind of brag a little bit on your resume some. So you guys, and this is just some of the stuff because I only had one page I could write stuff on, but these are some of the great movies you guys will recognize Sven from, and they're all really big, cool movies. I think probably one of the coolest ones is Gladiator. He plays the big gladiator in the movie with Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix. And he puts that big metal thing on his head. We're going to play a little clip from that in a little bit. But he was in Enemy's Hands, The Quick and the Dead, On Deadly Ground, Cyborg 2, Last Action Hero, Collateral Damage. I wrote Extreme Horror down because I like horror movies, but that's not really a big one for you. I also wrote down Best of the Best 4 because I love all those Best of the Best movies. But you are the actor who has been in the most Arnold Schwarzenegger movies out of any other person. And you were in Lethal Weapon, Predator, Running Man, Red Heat, the Conan movies, Twins, Captain Power, of which everybody, look, I have my own Captain Power action figure. He played Lieutenant Tank Ellis, and here's mine, all in a little case so nothing happens. Mint condition. It's going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, you got to get him to sign it for you.
Absolutely.
Then it will be worth a lot of money.
And then he's in some comedies because he's got Mallrats, which is a phenomenal film. And I think Mallrats even has a sequel coming out soon.
Kevin Smith is working on doing a sequel with the same cast, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome. George of the Jungle. Let's see, what else did I miss? Eraser. And then here's one more bragging thing, and then we'll get it more into a conversation mode. So these are some of the people that you've worked with, and there's so many of them I couldn't do it. This is one of the biggest lists we've really actually had, but I'm going to go through it.
I want to see how many I know who are friends of mine. Then we could talk about them.
All right, Angelina Jolie.
Grew up in my house.
Lance Henriksen, who's been on our shows. Sharon Stone, Shannon Doherty, Leslie Mann. You love Leslie Mann. That's that funny lady with the red hair who's in all those movies.
Oh, I love her. Yeah, I know the names.
William H. Macy, Scott Conn, Jeremy Sisto, Sam Huntington, Ian Somerhalder, Lauren Holly, Xander Berkeley, who's been on our show.
Lauren Holly.
Her dad's a good friend of ours.
One of my best friends, Grant
Ben
Holly.
Affleck, Morgan Freeman, James Cromwell, Clifton Collins Jr., who's been on our show, Robert Davi, who's been on our show, Kevin Sorbo, Rob Lowe, Lori Petty, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charles Napier. I should go to the bigger ones. Let's see. Liev Schreiber, Syrian Hines, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Brendan Fraser, Jason Mewes, who's been on the show, Gene Hackman, Michael Caine, Jack Palance, Tina Turner, Leo Rossi, Ian McKellen. Leo Rossi's been on the show. Charles Dance, who's one of my favorite. Billy Bob Thornton, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Billy Bob.
Michael Rooker, who's been on our show. Don Johnson, Mickey Rourke, Sam Neill, Sean Connery, Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, Antonio Banderas, Omar Sharif, Eric Roberts, Brad Garrett, Rain Phoenix, Ernie Hudson's been on our show. Vernon Wells has been on our show. Spencer Garrett's been on our show. See who else is Stellan Skarsgård, who I would like to be on our show. Anyway, there's about another 50,000 of them. But congratulations on an awesome career. It's very exciting, and all the people are really cool.
Well, the four people.
I'm just a working man. I'm happy I can work, and I had a lot of fun. I spent 30 years in Hollywood. I had the chance to work with the biggest stars, the nicest people. They're all hardworking. They're all normal people. They go to the bathroom like anybody else.
Oh, absolutely.
I said Angelina grew up in my house as a little girl.
Very fortunate that I can make a living of playing cowboy and Indians. And get
there you go. And look, you got your own cowboy sitting right next to you.
Now you're Swedish, right?
She is the best of women out there in the world.
Absolutely.
Now you're Swedish.
I'm Swedish, yes.
I know.
I'm from Denmark.
He's from Denmark.
Oh, from Denmark. Remember years ago when Denmark became famous because of Christine Jorgensen?
Sure.
She had her sex change. The first sex change ever was done in Denmark,
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
it became
we had a lot of freedom in Denmark.
Back then it was.
Gay marriage was known many years ago in Denmark. and we don't have apartheid there. So it's a beautiful place. It's one of the oldest kingdoms in the world, and it's just beautiful people who cares about other people.
So how did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? Did you meet in America or did you meet over there?
No, it's actually a really funny story because I was in hospital with my mum, and I actually gave up my business for 4 months to look after my mum in hospital. And my only sort of connection to the outside world was through Facebook. And one day on Facebook, I got this, like poke kind of thing.
Yep.
Yes, those pokes.
Yep.
And the name came up as Sven Ole-Thorsen. I was saying to my mum, this is not quite, it can't be him. He's not on Facebook.
It's a fake. It's a phony.
And it turned out it actually was, and we got talking, and Sven Ole needed a new manager, and I was a manager, obviously, and he just sort of fell in love with how I work and what I do and what I say, and he said, "Oh, let's do this." So he invited me over on a business meeting, and we sort of fell in love at the airport for some mad reason.
Where?
At the airport.
Oh, yeah. We know another couple that fell in love at the airport. This woman, beautiful blonde, was a stewardess, and what's her name? Marie, the gay gal. What's her name?
Oh, Dot Marie Jones. Actually, you might know Dot Marie Jones because she's like one of the female American gladiators who was on Glee. She played Coach Beast on Glee.
No, I don't know her. No, I don't.
Yeah, well, she was in the airport, and a gorgeous stewardess walked by, and she started flirting with the stewardess, and the stewardess was also gay, and they just met and fell in love. Where did he take you on your first date, and how much do you think he spent?
Where did you take me? I can't even remember, can I?
See that?
I took you to Lazy Daisy.
Lazy Daisy, yeah. That's
okay.
Breakfast, actually.
It's a trendy little place close to Santa Monica College.
Right.
They have best breakfast.
I know Stacy. Lazy Stacy.
Scrambled eggs and lox. Right. And,
do you know the place?
So he spent about $30 with a tip.
20.
But look what he got at the end of the rainbow. Boy, he got something good for his meal. I got to tell you.
You gotta love it though. I think it's fantastic. So have you guys? Do you act at all, Birgitta? Queen Bee. I like Queen Bee. Do you act at all? Are you in any films?
Well, I have done some little parts in Danish films, but nothing special and nothing. That's not my thing. I'm sort of more of a
managerial.
I'm kind of thing.
So when he contacted you on Facebook, did you go and look at all his films? Did you really know who he was? Did you know that he was in all those different films and film credits, or?
Yeah, I mean, in Denmark, everybody knows who Sven Ole is, so obviously I knew who he was, and not that I want to talk about the age difference between the two of us, but my mum probably knew him more and was probably more in love with him than anybody, so she was quite happy, and I do.
Well, if you talk about your age difference, I'll talk about the age difference between Jimmy and I, because we're legally married. We got married in New York 5 years ago,
right.
And Jimmy is considerably older than I. I'm 76. I'll be 77 in a couple of weeks.
Oh wow, you're really good.
God bless
you. Thank you.
And I'm 53.
And Jimmy's 53, and when we go out, people say, is it hard pushing Jimmy's wheelchair? I say, no, I could push it fast.
Oh, that's my line exactly about Sven. Exactly.
Exactly.
So, okay, so you don't have to tell us how old either one of you are, but what's the age difference?
I'm 73. My wife is 48, so get a
calculator. So you have the same distance as us.
You're like us, which works fine.
More or less.
Because you're a very handsome, young-looking man. You don't look your age, and if you don't look your age, why be married to an old bag? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
if you look young, marry young.
I always invested in not staying young, but getting old. That was my purpose.
But you didn't get old. The beard, if you took the beard off, you'd look a lot younger because all that whiteness indicates age, which is stupid. But if you I won't grow a beard because when I grow a beard, I look like something from the Bowery. The Bowery where the bums go. I look like an unkept, filthy person. So I feel when you get to be a certain age, you have to keep your hair nice and neat, and you got to keep your face neat, or you'll look like a homeless. I remember when
He
I
doesn't
was
look homeless.
no. He's an actor, so he knows how to take care of himself. I'm talking most people that grow beards, the beards don't look like that. They look like refugees.
No, I think it looks like awesome. So, Birgitta, did you always like older gentlemen, or was that your first time?
Oh, shit.
No, older men take care of.
I've always been so young, so everybody's always been much older. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
I always have too. I've only liked people that are a little bit older, and Ron likes to say that we're the same age. And since I don't look as young as he does, it works, and so I don't worry about it. But I've always liked older too, so like I think it's just a cool thing.
But Birgitta, do you find?
Jimmy, between you and me, Jim, being with an older guy makes us look even younger.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know there is a generation gap because my music is not his music. And when we're in the car, I'll put Johnny Mathis on or Peggy Lee or Frank Sinatra. And then he puts on God only knows who can't sing, who hasn't got a voice, who's being drowned out by hideous music.
He doesn't like anything like, he doesn't like women who yodel. So he doesn't like Mariah Carey or Christina Aguilera or any of the pop starry kind of people that I like.
No.
Yeah, but it's different in this family here because we like all kind of music.
You like that rap crap?
We love music. We can't live without music.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I mean, good music. But do you like rap music?
If people, it's a healing and it's the best you can dream. You can escape listening, and then sometimes you can listen to a song 100 times, but it still gives you a lot of good feelings and thoughts.
I don't listen to a lot of rap. He doesn't like rap music. I don't listen to a lot of rap music. I just like a little bit of rap music.
Because they don't sing. They do. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to smack you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to beat you. What kind of lyrics are those? The lyrics I like are Johnny Mathis when he used to sing, "Stand there just a moment, darling. Let me catch my breath."
I like Johnny Mathis.
How beautiful those lyrics are. And what a tribute to a woman. Today, they mistreat women in the lyrics and in the music. They insult them. They're going to smack them.
Now, hold on. Okay, so let's go from you guys' perspective. So, Birgitta, like, if you were going to have your first pick, like, what would be the first thing that you would like to listen to?
You know, I really do like sort of pop opera.
Okay.
So do I.
Brightman. I love everything with Sarah Brightman.
Oh, that's a good pick, too.
Pick anything.
Okay, and then Sven, who's your favorite? Like, if you have a go-to singer, who's your go-to singer?
My way, Frank Sinatra.
Frankie.
Okay, there you go.
Do you know who? I'm telling you, as I get older, my mind just goes all over the place. It's disgusting. No, it's terrible. So forgive me for being ancient. But Patti LaBelle. Do you know the name Patti LaBelle?
I actually met Patti LaBelle.
You lucky dog. Well, we're interviewing her soon. She's going to be on our show. She's a beautiful person, right? Yeah, I love and adore her. Her voice is incredible. Yeah. We get our scheduling correct. And I can't wait to interview.
He's a huge Patti LaBelle fan.
Total. That's a woman that can sing high C's like nobody. I mean, she breaks.
Oh, yes, God's gift.
So how did you meet her? What was that all about?
That was just one of those things, you know, the chemistry just exploded. I picked up in the airport and...
Oh, no. Go back. Patti LaBelle. He wants to know how you met Patti LaBelle.
No, sorry.
I mean, I can see you exploding over Patti. She's got a chest, boy.
Anyhow, I went to a Grace Jones concert.
Oh.
I went backstage, and there I met Patti LaBelle. Grace Jones introduced me to Patti LaBelle, so I had a nice conversation. And I actually think I have a picture with her somewhere in my files.
Good.
That's funny because, like, we were just talking about Grace Jones the other day. Like, he just asked me what happened to Grace Jones.
Let's get Grace Jones on our show. You know, I want to get some of the people that are my age on, not only all these young people that a young person comes on, I say to them, "Who are you? What's your name?" I have no idea. And they turn out to be like a major actor. And then they tell me, well, I've made like 3 of the best films that are out there. I'm up for an Academy Award. And I say, oh, that's nice. And what have you done in your life? And
there he is.
And they'll say something. That's him?
Yeah, that's Ben.
Without a beard?
No, he has a beard. That's him with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That must be like Commando or something. Chad's putting pictures up for people to see.
But Birgitta, I see why you fell in love with him. Not hard to fall in love with, let me tell you. Not hard to fall in love with at all. He's got a nice build. Look at him.
Hold on. First of all, how tall are you, Sven?
I'm 6'5".
He's 6'5".
Oh my
He's
God.
at one point he was the world's strongest man.
Yeah, I used to be, when I was the world's strongest man, I was 142 kilogram.
How many pounds is that?
Today, I'm about 120 kilogram. 142 kilograms is about 320 pounds.
Whoa.
Of all muscle, though, there's like no fat.
I wouldn't want to run into you, that's for sure. You get broken in pieces. But I could see you're handsome, you have a beautiful body, no wonder. You got a beautiful wife, so it was a fair trade. Very fair trade. She got the hunk and you got the beauty. Good. I like, sometimes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We have an overlap. So
we have a little bit of a delay.
A delay, so sometimes I over talk you. I'm sorry about that, but I mean, you are far away. We're in the United States, and you're way up in the mountains of Kilimanjaro somewhere.
Okay, so let's go, Birgitta. Like, what is your favorite film that he's been in?
Well, I do really enjoy him in Conan and Mallrats, but Gladiator, I really appreciate, his role in Gladiator.
I agree.
The talent, and he won stunt Oscars for that, the Taurus Award. And I really like Gladiator.
I agree with you with Gladiator. Now, Joaquin, I know, because my daughter was very dear friends with Joaquin and his family, Joaqu's dad and Rain and the whole gang, because my daughter went to college in Florida where they're from. And I found Joaquin to be a very quiet. He used to look down at the floor. He never really gave you eye contact. And he was kind of gentle. Did you find Joaquin to be that way?
Yeah, but he's a fantastic actor. Don't forget.
Oh, he's a brilliant actor.
Don't forget he did the Johnny Cash movie.
Absolutely,
yeah, it was fabulous. He's a fabulous actor.
I love him. But the screen persona is so different from his personal life. Don't you agree with that?
Big man, and for
Joaquin to
be able to portray Johnny Cash, that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Joaquin is a brilliant actor. There's no question about it.
One of the very best. Absolutely.
His mother is lovely. We loved his aunt just passed away, and we felt terrible because he had the loveliest aunt in the world. She was a doll. She wanted him to marry my daughter. The aunt used to always say, "Walk, you got to marry Deirdre," because Deirdre's an actress as well. Yeah. But they were just dear friends.
So hold on. So go to you then. So she liked Gladiator. So and Conan. Do you have like a movie that like stands out for you as like, oh my gosh, this is the film like I think I enjoyed the most, or one of the most? It doesn't have to be the most. I mean, you have so many of them. Like it's probably hard to pick one. But
the first movie, Conan the Barbarian.
I remember that movie.
Made such an impression on me, based on the enormous work that goes behind it, the preparation, the costumes. I mean, that whole process made such an impression on me. But I never dreamt about later on to be in a movie business. This just happened by coincidence. It was never a big ambition. It was just one of those things that you do stuff you like, and you get paid for it.
It's also called luck. A lot of luck. The right time, the right place.
Well, he was friends with Arnold.
Yeah, but did Arnold feel intimidated by the fact that you were bigger than him, taller than him, and better looking than him? Did he feel jealous?
Hang on,
first of all, he's one of the smartest people around. He is a very hard-working guy. He's very professional. And when you do movies with Arnold, everybody loves him because he's a team player. But very often stars are thinking about themselves. But Arnold, when he works, if somebody have a birthday, it could be the makeup person or whatever, he's there with gifts and speeches and celebration.
That's nice to hear.
It's totally European. That's what it is.
And he's the nicest guy to work with and work for. And he's professional, he spent hours prepping himself. He's one of a kind.
I think that's super. Yeah. It's super nice just to hear that from other people's perspective, like because I've never met Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And we've heard a lot of bad press about Arnold. He hasn't gotten the best deal in this country. Let's put it that way. He's been made fun of and ridiculed, and I
only
hate
when he was a politician.
No, but I hate Americans when they do. I'm an American, but I hate my people when they do that. Nobody
Yeah,
should negate. Nobody should
that's the
insult.
part of freedom. You are able to criticize people.
Yeah, but there's such a thing as insulting freedom, and there's such a thing as disrespectful freedom. Respectful freedom. I mean, if I sat here insulting you and Birgitta, that's freedom, but it's not very nice, is it? Instead, I'd rather say she's absolutely gorgeous. Why isn't she in movies?
She can take care of herself. She can throw a punch.
I banged the wire. We have with our circuitry. You have to talk so we can hear.
Say something so I can find out if we're hearing you correctly.
Okay.
There you go.
Got you back. Got you back. Seriously, Birgitta, you never had a little bit of like, I'd like to do a film. Come on, tell the truth.
You know what? I rather make films. I rather cast for films. There's so many great actresses out there. You know,
Actually, we have a TV pilot in development, which is called Dizzy Queen Bee, and it's about our life. Because
like a reality show.
Very unusual, and she's a great actress. Just wait and see. We are working very hard on that. It's called Dizzy Queen Bee, and it's about all the stuff that happens when two personalities like us, that's very strong-minded, both of us. There's a lot of electricity, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning.
Hello?
Yeah, same here.
Same here.
So it's a beautiful chemistry.
Okay.
And we're going to do a Dizzy Queen Bee. They're going to be a pilot. We have all the episodes ready. We are negotiating right now with an Oscar-winning producer that is interested. So just wait and see.
There you go.
I do. Now answer me a question.
Diamond, and I'm going to make her into a diamond.
Answer me a question honestly. Jimmy and I never fight. But when we do fight, it's only about our business. And we fight and say the most dreadful words and things to each other. Sure. We scream and throw things at each other. Other than that, we get along beautifully. But when it comes to this show and my films and my working, nightmare. Is that with you?
You know, we never fight because
never.
I say it's that we never get around.
That's odd. I wish. How come?
You know, we don't have problems in a certain sense. We just try to find solutions because it's give and take. And also, you know, there's different opinions. She have an opinion, I have an opinion. But what's the right point? So now we try to analyze it because there's always different opinions.
Well, that's and normal.
You have to agree to disagree. In any partnership,
but
business, marriage, whatever it is, agree to disagree. And then it's fine. And then we never discuss politics and religion.
No, we don't.
We don't either.
No. We discuss show business. We discuss
police officer that never discussed that, and then everything is fine.
But you see, Jimmy thinks he knows everything. Jimmy is right all the time, and Jimmy knows everything.
I'm glad you know that.
Meanwhile, bullshit.
Ron, listen, Ron.
Yes, Ron.
Listen. A fool flatters himself, but a wise man flatters the fool.
That's true. My father used to say,
I flatter him all the time.
My father used to say in Italian, fallo fesso contento. Make him a fool content. And that I live with all my life. But, you know, it's difficult sometimes because I'm in the business 52 years. Jimmy's only in the business, 7, 8 years?
No,
and
26.
I know, well, 26, you weren't even born. How are you kidding?
I was. I'm 53.
Well, anyway, so 26. 56 years ago, when I was 19 years old, I entered the business. I was lucky like you. My first movie was with Sophia Loren and Tab Hunter. You don't get any luckier than that, my friend. That's for sure.
She was a beautiful.
It was lovely. She was lovely. I mean, Sophia Loren, because she didn't speak English well. She was only 26 years old. It was one of her first movies in this country. And my part was like 2 seconds. It was starting off. So I snuck. They told us, please don't go where the stars are. Don't bother the stars. You know, the usual bullshit. The stars are studying. They don't want to be disturbed. But that didn't stop me. I went up to her and I started speaking Italian to her. And she turned around and she said, oh, ma che meraviglio. What a miraculous thing. She said, I'm dying over here. In Italian. She said, I don't speak English. And everybody's speaking to me in English and I don't know what they're saying. She said, I'm going crazy. So I said, well, don't don't you have an interpreter? She said, yeah, but che cazzo sai dove è andata? Who the hell knows where she went? She's gone. She's not here. So anyway, I became friends with her, and I sat in George Sanders' chair because he was the other actor. And
Sure.
one of the people came over and said, excuse me, extra up. You're not supposed to be here. And Sophia grabbed my arm, and she said in her broken English, no, don't do this.
Don't do this.
No, don't do this to the man. And the man went away. And we shot in Central Park. We shot in Grand Central. And I was in one of all of those scenes. And when we parted, when our work was over, she kissed me on my cheek and said, ciao, Rolando, because my name is Rolando in Italian. And I never washed my cheek. This was 52 years ago.
I have some questions from different people. First of all, Goddess.
I just wanted to ask you one thing. Did you ever work with Sophia or meet her?
No, I never did, no.
The most charming woman in the world. European graciousness, elegance.
They say they love that. They love all the stuff that you just said. And Goddess is a really big supporter of our show.
Oh, she's a wonderful.
She wants to know if you have like a brother or maybe who's a little teeny bit younger, because she's like hot and she thinks you're hot too.
Oh, watch out! Brigitta's got long nails.
No, that's why she said brother. And then on top of that, Tristan in Australia wants to know like what kind of preparation you had to do to do the fight scene in Gladiator with the Russell Crowe. Like what's
So
hours and hours and days.
First of all, there was 30 pages of storyboards of all the movements with 24 cameras. So with the stunt double and with Russell Crowe, we rehearsed and practiced that fight scene for 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
My
Oh,
gosh.
Jimmy, one false move, they could kill each other.
And then we shot 2 weeks. It was a
Shot for 2 weeks.
major job.
That's
Well,
awesome.
you know what? I love the movie, by the way. I've seen it a few times because of Joaquin. And it was a fine film. It was so
Oliver.
well done. It was really a
Great
professional.
actors. I had the pleasure of working with Oliver Reed, who died
Oh,
during the...
Yeah, I know. He was terrific, too.
He was such a character.
Was
He
he?
liked to drink a lot. Ridley Scott was very concerned because he was in his hotel, hitting the bottle. But when he worked, he was so professional, so likable, and he had stories to tell.
You gotta
And the
love it.
story about him was the year earlier, he had actually worked on Malta. We shot that scene in Malta on a movie called Cutthroat Island, where during a dinner, he was approaching the lead actress that he wanted to show her his parakeet, which he had tattooed on his penis. So when I met him in Malta, I asked him one day, so what's the story about your penis? He said, let's go to the bathroom. And he pulled out his penis, and on the side of the penis was tattooed a parakeet in colors. Story.
That's how he shot the bird.
Cutthroat Island. I think Cutthroat Island, that had Matthew Modine. Wasn't it Matthew Modine in Cutthroat Island?
No,
Gina
but-
Davis?
So when he showed Gina Davis, who was the lead actress, his penis during that dinner, and it was directed by Rennie Harlem, the director who was Gina Davis' boyfriend.
Yeah.
They
Right.
fired
They what?
They fired him.
Fired who?
The guy with the penis on his, the
Yeah, he was-
parrot on his penis.
Oliver Reed.
But they didn't fire Oliver Reed for that.
On
They
Cutthroat
did?
Island, they did.
That's stupid. It was a joke, and Gina could take it. She's a
I
tough.
know, but the guy directing it was her boyfriend.
I don't give a shit, but she's a tough broad. She's a very tough broad, Gina.
Yeah.
Gina can take anything. She's got a mouth like a sewer, too, please. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe they fired. I would have fought for Oliver.
Actually,
That-
too, everybody in the chat room is saying what a lovely couple. You guys make a lovely couple. Very well spoken and beautiful.
It's that wonderful European elegance that we Americans just somehow never got. Our parents came from Europe, and somehow we're not like our parents. I love Europe, and I love European people. Absolutely. When I knew so many Italian actors because I lived in Italy, for a while. And the Italian actors were so different from the American actors. You know, when you got into a room with the Italian actors, it was about food and drinking wine and women. What woman had the best ass? I mean, the Italian men, if women, they don't know anything about the woman but her ass. If she's got a gorgeous ass, she could have a face like a horse, but her ass is beautiful, she's beautiful. So I used to get a kick out of that. But when the minute a woman walked into the room, the conversation changed, and the men got up and they sat her down. And Signora, che cosa vuoi? Why can I get you some charming, elegant men? And I thought, gee, in America, a woman walks in the room, they say, "Get out of here! You're making noise. I can't watch television."
So okay, because we only have a few more minutes. So you also have an autobiography, Strong Man in Hollywood, and it came out in, I think, 2007. But I thought Birgitta said something about it's getting reissued in the United States this year sometime.
Yeah, we are working hard on having it coming out here this fall. It's called Strong Man in Hollywood. I've worked 30 years in Hollywood. A lot of stories to tell. I've worked with all the big directors, all the big actors. And
Now, where's the book?
No, it's coming out later this year.
Oh, so you wrote a book.
oh, yeah,
You know, I'm going to really tweet you from now on. I'm not going to let Jimmy do it. I'm going to do it. It's just that I have so many people that want to tweet with me. I don't have the time. So now I had to select just the people who I really want to tweet with myself. And I'm going to tweet with the both of you because I think you're a deliciously delightful couple. And I want to pump you and push your book because I'm going to read your book. And I know I'm going to love your book because it's going to be interesting. Would you please? And could you sign it beautifully from the both of you to me? Because I put it on my coffee table. I've got a stack 2 feet high from all my celebrities that sent me books. And I want to put you there too. But I know your book, Advanced Salespeople, here it goes. Get that book. This man is interesting. Look at the stars he's worked with. If he tells half of what he knows, it's going to be a bestseller hit book.
Absolutely. So, Birgitta,
do send the book.
Do you have a book too, or no?
Yes. Well, I've got a cookbook coming out. Peasant Food Fit for Kings and Queens.
There you go. Oh my gosh, what a cute title. That's really cool. Okay.
We'll take that too.
Yeah, we'll take that one too. We're peasants. We'll eat the peasants.
And I'm a queen, so.
And it's awesome food. It's everything that you would want in a cookbook, and it's got the twisted humor of me as well. So it's going to be fun to put out.
I have to say, you like on Twitter, because like I have a pretty lot of Twitter followers, and you're definitely you and Iris and. Actually, you and Iris, and there's a few other ones, but you guys are the ones that stick out on my hand. You tweet the nicest things on Twitter. You support everybody else's projects
because they're European.
You know,
people.
I know, but that's right, because Iris is European also.
Americans can learn from Europeans.
Say it again, Birgitta.
The least what we can do, you know, because we're so fortunate, you know. So the least we can do is give back, you know. And I think, you know, when people turn to you, all you can do, you know, give them a polite answer, you know, and help them out, you know. And I love helping people out as much as I can, you know. So every single minute I have to do that, I will do that.
I think
because
it's really
it
nice.
shows in your personality. Listen, if ever you're in Palm Springs, where we're moving back to, you have our number. I'd like very much for you to call us. And you come to our house. Wait, you come to our house, and I will cook you an Italian meal, and we'll sit around and we'll discuss Hollywood, Europe, and America, and whatever. That's intelligent and terrific. I can't think of anything nicer than spending an evening with you guys. It would be a treat.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. Looking forward
Seriously,
to it.
it would be a total treat for me.
You guys come back. I know you're there, but you on your Twitter it says you also go to LA. Do you go there often?
Sure.
Well, we live in LA actually. You know, we're here in Spain, but we live in LA.
Well, then you're going to come to Palm Springs as soon as we get our house and we're set up. We'll contact you.
Sure.
In fact, we're having a very big party. We're having we're having a celebrity party only. Nobody's allowed in that's not a celebrity. It's all the soap opera stars that we know, which are like 10 or 12.
Wow.
Plus actors, comedians, Carol Channing.
Basically, it's people who come on our show because they all live there.
And friends of mine. Carol Channing, you know who she is, right?
Uh-huh.
If Carol's well enough, she'll come. But Carol's not feeling too good lately. We're worried about her. Her mind is, you know, sort of traveling. She's 95, Carol Channing. Hello, Dolly. You know who she is. And a lot of the old stars that are my friends that you grew up seeing on film. And it's our welcome back to Palm Springs party. And we'd love for you guys to come.
Oh, we love that. Thank
Be
you.
a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun.
So you guys listen
the
up.
ages are all going to be from young to old bags like me. So it'll be a lot of fun.
If you guys want to see what cool things, first of all, you want to follow Queen Bee and the Viking on Twitter. The Viking is at SOLETHORSEN,
Right.
which is short for Sven Ole-Thorsen, and Birgitta is BS Thorsen, and they're super nice. They do their own tweets, which is really, really cool. They're very, very nice. You guys should follow them. Be looking for the books that are coming out, which I'm sure we'll know when they're available. And when they're available, we'll help promote them, and we'll let everybody know that they're out. We'll bring you guys back when the book comes out. We'll have you come back, and that way we can
promote it. And if you run into Birgitta Nielsen again, please say hi from Ron. And she won't remember me, but she'll remember me as the guy that was picking the flowers on the little walkway for her, and didn't realize that was poison ivy.
Well, let her know.
And when I told her weeks later, Sly was hysterical. He said, "It's a good thing you didn't roll around in it." I said, "Roll around in it? I was knee deep in it." And I had poison ivy on my knees, on my thigh, on my hands, on my arms.
You guys can also follow them. Check out their website. Is it Arista or Arista? How do you pronounce it?
Artista. As an artist. Artista.
Oh my gosh, I had that totally wrong then. It's artistagroup.com then. Okay.
And in Italian, it's una artista.
Okay, artistagroup.com. They've got all kinds of projects in the works. You're going to be seeing about them. We'll be talking about them on Twitter, so check it all out. We want to thank the two of you guys for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
So nice.
Thank you for having me. Loved it.
So nice to speak to people that are.
You guys have a great evening. It's nighttime there, so have a great evening.
Kisses
you look great.
To you too. See you in Palm Springs.
Bye-bye.
See you in Palm Springs.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What a delightful couple.
Hey, Chad.
So
yes,
nice,
sir.
Those people.
Hey, Chad.
To give you Alias Maximus!
They embrace him like he's one of their own.
The mob is fickle, brother. He'll be forgotten in a month.
No, much sooner than that. It's been arranged.
We who are about to die, salute you!
What am I going to do with you? You simply won't die. Are we so different, you and I? You take life when you have to, as I do.
I have only one more life to take. Then it is done.
Take it now. They tell me your son squealed like a girl when they nailed him to the cross. And your wife moaned like a whore when they ravaged her. Again and again and again.
The time for honoring yourself will soon be at an end. Highness.